So, hi everybody, good morning. I just wanted to talk to you all a little bit. I don't have a title or anything for this video. I'm just turning on the camera. The last video that I had was about the guide to manifesting faster. I hope that you all have been taking advantage of that video. I know my face is not on that video and I'm just doing a lot of reading, but the information that I am reading is worth digesting. Highly recommend it. I am moving into a place where I kind of want to just be still and know. I've been doing a lot of techniques, and I do suggest techniques to you all. Don't get it twisted. I love my techniques. Techniques are necessary. I like to think of them as training wheels. Training wheels mean that eventually those training wheels, however, need to fall off, or eventually you would like them to fall off. And I think I'm personally at a point where, like I said, and I think I've mentioned this in a video prior, I don't want to have to use affirmations. I don't want to have to use visualizations. I don't want to have to feel like I'm striving to get a result for anything, or that I have to go after it in some form or way. What I want to wrap my mind around more is that if I desire the thing, then it's complete. If I desire it, then it's done. And I want to get myself more into the idea of that, because if that's the case, then what am I visualizing or affirming for? If my awareness is what creates and it's the only thing that makes things happen, then what if Psalm 46:10 is all that I have to do? And I've been watching like other channels, like channels that I'm inspired by. For instance, Joseph Rodriguez. I love him, and he talks about techniquelessness or techniqueless, however you say it, whatever, I don't care. And he talks about how these things aren't necessary, and that what he prioritizes in his life is the flow state. And I know about the flow state. I've been in the flow state. You all have probably been in the flow state. Flow state is just where you're so focused on or immersed in what you're doing that time is irrelevant. Time passes you by. What you've probably sat to do for an hour or two feels like it's only been 30 minutes. You get what I'm saying? That is the flow state. So, and in order to be in that state, there is a stillness, there's a calmness within. And this is why I preach to you all calmness, because even calmness, if you all have to use a technique because you just simply can't be still, please understand that that's okay. This is me just talking to you all because maybe there's somebody else that's kind of been wondering the same, or they've been watching similar videos and they've heard the same. So if you have these tools, do not get it twisted. They are good. They are beneficial. Use them if you need them, if they are necessary for you. They are what, again, I like to think of as training wheels. But just like on a bike, you guys, we take the training wheels off. You're not still riding a bike at 34 with training wheels on it. At least I would hope not. I mean, unless you just never rode a bike before, then that's different. But for those of you that have already been through the process and got the cherry on your knee, you done already done that stuff, right? Eventually you get the hang of it. You get the balance, just like a bike. We're balanced now. I know how to balance my bike now. I don't need the training wheels. I know that my awareness creates now. I don't need the training wheels. And I'm just trying to wrap my mind around, I guess, how to go about that. And I know that there's nothing for me to go about except for being and just being still. And I've been practicing it for the sake of just, and I've done a stillness challenge before. And it's so crazy because I done a stillness challenge maybe a month prior to starting my videos again. Stillness, you guys, naturally cultivates clarity. And through clarity, you get great ideas and you feel better. Your calmness elevates more. Like, you are being your awareness even more when you're being still, because you're just pure present focus in your now. And that really allows awareness to move through you, as you, for you. You want awareness to move through you, as you, and for you. For my people that's creating by default, awareness is moving through you, as you, but against what it is that you want, because awareness simply creates. But for my people who want to be more deliberate and who are practicing deliberate creating, your awareness, you will notice, is not only moving through you as you, but for your benefit. Things are getting better. Your synchronicities match with what you actually prefer in life, etc., etc. So again, my point of saying all of this is that, yeah, I think that's what I want to do. I want to do like a small little stillness challenge where I'm just not affirming or I'm not visualizing. And I may have to use a training wheel to ease my way into that, because logically, I want to affirm. I want to visualize. I feel like I need to do that, because how am I going to get my stuff? And y'all, I know that I teach you all manifestation and I know a lot, but I'm human too. And I'm learning too. And I'm trying to comprehend it too. And I'm trying to be the best version of myself that I can be as well. And as I teach you all, it just reiterates the things that I'm learning to myself, because if y'all are getting it, then it means that I am seeing what I'm seeing right, or I am understanding what I'm understanding right. These are, you got to understand, this is 8 years of YouTube, 8 years of reading, 8 years of just self-governing. I'm going to apply this and I'm going to step out on faith and hope that this works. And a lot of times, a good handful of times, like the only time something didn't work is because I just had too much. And I can see it now, like going back, thinking about on my life when I first learned about all of this stuff. I see it now. When I first started, there are some things that I would focus on and it wouldn't manifest, but I know now that it was because I had so much emotional reactivity around that actual subject, or the actual manifestation, or the actual preference, or the actual desire. Not knowing what I know today, that if I desire it, then it's complete, it's finished already. And I just want to hone it. I want to zoom in more on that part. So if I desire it and it's complete, I should be able to just be still and trust. There's nothing to do, you guys. There's really nothing to do. And I just want to see what happens when you do that. When you just like really do a trust fall, like a real trust fall. And just fall back and say, you know what, awareness, this stillness represents that I trust that you'll make my life better. You know what I want. You know what I desire. And I know that all of creation is finished, and it's finished now. And if that's the case, I need you to validate that for me. I'm going to be still. I'm going to move out of your way. I surrender. My heart and my mind is coherent with the fact that Psalm 46:10 means you are here with me in this stillness. Therefore, it is done. And with that, I just want to see what happens. Like I was going to say before, I've done a stillness challenge prior to this channel, and I watch little things in between, like really manifest and take off quickly. More insight, more clarity, like I said, which brings the more insight, more ideas, more. That's where I just started to get the idea, like I need to really move towards like what it is that I want to do, what I'm passionate about, what I love. I'm telling you guys, we manifest whether you know how to manifest or not. Prior to learning manifestation, you weren't affirming for the bullshit that you live in right now. Like the life or reality that you say you don't want, because this is why you're on channels like this. Or this is why you're learning this type of information, because you want to use the techniques and everything like that so that you can manifest, so that you can change reality, so that you can experience your preferences instead. I want to live like this, not like this. So how do I manifest? And a lot of us use manifestation in a kind of urgent way and then wonder why it's not working, because you're too attached with something that is so natural. This is inevitable. Manifestation is inevitable. And I hear like Nero in my mind when he says his definition of manifestation is when you are no longer externally attached to the outcomes of your 3D reality. Like, I don't have it verbatim, but y'all, my Nero fans like myself, you know what I'm saying. His definition I love, because it's kind of like, I know that feeling. And this is why I preach calm too. Because calm, think about it, you guys. Calm, if you really think about it, mimics that state. Calm is kind of neutral. So you're good with it or without it. Because you're so calm internally, you're good with it, which is internally because that's where it is. But you're so calm with it because you've been practicing with it. Rather, you've been practicing using your calm to practice what you want through awareness. Through affirmations. Rather, you've been using your calm emotional state to practice through visualization, whichever tool. But my point is, if you've been calm and practicing using that calm, it relates to a frequency of conviction, of completion, of done, of surrender, of trust. This is why I say if you absolutely need your tools, get you some calm, get you some conviction. Phase 1 is conviction in the subliminals, in the 21 nights of 4 phases. Phase 1, conviction. Phase 2, awareness. Phase 3 will be self-concept, and phase 4 will have a series of specifics. And you'll notice it still won't be the specific that you're thinking. It is strategically verbalized to bypass your logic so that you can get what the hell you want. And it's meant to align you with things that are already coherent, such as the sun rising or knowing things like you know your name. These things are already coherent with your mind and your heart. We've talked about this. So I use the advantages and the leverage within all of that. I understand that, therefore I utilize it for the sake of results. But yeah, it's something about that calmness. So I'm wondering if we're thinking about techniqueless, right? Techniquelessness, however it's said, I'll figure it out. But if we're really talking about that, then wouldn't I just need to be calm? And maybe I need a training wheel into that being portion, and I would say, or the training wheel that I would use would be an affirmation. If I want to practice more stillness, then I would honestly say that this stillness is representation that everything is complete. This stillness is representation that all is well with me. This stillness is representation that it's done. Right? So what if I just did that? I want to know what happens when you just do that. What if I drop the affirming? What if I drop the visualization? What if I just be still and know? What if I just Psalm 46:10 and that's it? I want to know what happens when you just fully do a trust fall and just like fall back in the arms of awareness and let it do it. I know for a fact that you'll be surprised because I've witnessed it for myself. But then I got back into I didn't think nothing of it. I was like, okay, this is cool. Let me get back into affirming, visualizing, whatever. That's what I thought. But now, today, as I think about everything, as I think about all the videos that I've made, as I think about everything that I've recorded, again, it's still all good tools to use because everybody is different. Everybody is on this journey at different stages and in different levels. Maybe you're not comfortable yet with just being still and trusting that awareness will handle it. Maybe you need the affirmation to make you feel like, okay, I've done my part. Now I can let awareness do it. And that's okay. Please understand that that's okay. You need to be a deliberate creator based on you and what soothes you, what comforts you, what makes things easier for you. Not for Teniecia, but for you. Teniecia is just expressing that I think I want to venture into just stillness. I want to venture into techniquelessness. And I want to see for myself through a stillness challenge. And when I say stillness challenge, this is what I mean. I was so present in everything that I was doing. I was fully aware when I was driving, fully aware while brushing my teeth, fully aware while at work, just fully aware, present in every moment. And if you've been practicing switching through your senses, what can I see? What can I hear? What can I smell? What can I taste? What can I feel? Then you should already be a little accustomed to being present, because it takes presence in order to filter through your senses. You have to be here in the moment to know what you hear, what you smell. There's a reason I tell you guys this. It anchors you in. It brings you here. Even if you don't switch through all 5 and you just choose one. Dissect how many things that you can hear right now. And automatically it will bring you present. You have to be present to do it. Dissect how many things you can smell right now. Dissect how many things you can see right now. You have to be present to do those things. This is why your senses within your visualizations are so important. We've talked about sensory work before. We've talked about it in several videos. As far as visualization, I have a video on the cheat codes of visualization. It's not complicated. Even in your blurs or your blobs of visualization, you have to understand that God is smarter than you and knows exactly what your visualization was intended for. But I'm telling you that with practice, if it can get more clear, then you can use those sensory advantages. Use your senses within your visualizations, because your body doesn't know how to differentiate between the two. It doesn't know that you're visualizing. It just knows you're experiencing something right now. That's it. And if you experience it enough, it makes it normal. Your reticular makes it normal. You eventually start to see it. You keep doing it and it must manifest, because it's energy and motion. And your emotion behind it is calm. And that calmness, and it just gets better and faster, because you're so calming and it's so natural now that it's second nature for you to see those car keys. It's second nature for you to walk in that house. It's second nature to get that forehead kiss from your SP. And now that it's second nature, now that it's natural through your calmness, because you're so clever, you're so smart, you've been listening to what I've said, and you've been visualizing as your awareness, which is while being calm. You've been affirming as your awareness, which is while being calm. As your awareness, meaning you're mimicking that frequency of your awareness as best as you can. The best way I know to mimic that energy is through calm. And my point of saying all of that is, again, if all of creation is finished, and I've been telling you all in prior videos that if you desire something, then that means it's done. What if I just let my calmness represent that it's done? Because that's what it means. That's why I'm telling you all to do it. The calmness is the frequency which represents the conviction of it being done. Calmness and conviction and stillness and ease and relaxation and comfort and trust, they all coincide with each other. They're cousins. So if I can wrap my mind around just simply being calm, and whoever can really comprehend what I'm saying and is following me thus far, I know I'm kind of all over the place, but what I'm saying is still valid. What I'm saying is still in alignment with my message and what my intent is as far as what I'm discussing right now. I think that it will make things faster. I think that it will make things a lot more pleasant. I think eventually through practice, you will get used to it. I think that subliminals like the one I'm working on now, which is the reset that I'll have out for you all on Friday. That's why I don't have much content in between now and there. Because again, I myself am trying to wrap my mind around some new experiences and some new understandings of my own. And I'm taking a dial back. I'm really, like I'm saying, I'm being still. And I just feel like it's the right way to go. I know I've said it before, but it wasn't until I made that guide that I mentioned the 3 tools again, which would be for me affirming, visualizing, or being still and just knowing. And I think I want to be more bold. I've done it before, but I want to really be bold and just step out and be like, psh, let awareness do it. It's smarter than me. What can I do to, and there goes that fucking Encore truck again. It doesn't pass by all the time, but it seems like it catches my attention whenever I'm doing these videos. But yeah, I want to be that bold. I want to step out and just see what awareness can do. I want awareness to show off through me. I want awareness to go off. Go, God, go. Reverend I used to say that. Go, God, go. Go, God, go. I got chills saying that. Show up and show out. Show me what you can do. What can you really cultivate if I just stand back and get out of the way? And then when I get a little antsy, when I just feel like I want to visualize or I want to affirm, I'll do it. That's fine. But I want to wean myself off of it and just compare. I want to know if being stillness or being still or present is more beneficial to me personally and how I like to live, how I like to experience my reality, versus deliberately affirming or deliberately visualizing, all of which is not issues or problems for me at all. I like affirming. I like visualizing. They're second nature to me. I do them so often that it's like normal. It's like breathing. It's not that big of a deal. If I think about my desire in the wrong way, I'm reaching for a visualization to counteract it. Or automatically I'm reaching for affirmation to counteract it. To somebody else, it may seem or look like micromanagement, like you're constantly always on it. But I think I've been doing it for so long that I don't see it that way. It's not micromanaging to me. It's gatekeeping my internal shit. It's gatekeeping my internal dialogue. It's gatekeeping my emotional reactions and making sure I'm not having unnecessary reactivities to things that just do not serve me or do not matter, or things that I can perceive to see differently. You know? So yeah, I think I want to just be still more. Because I like what came out of being still the last time. And it's crazy because that stillness challenge I talked to ChatGPT about. And as I was doing it, I remember constantly going back to it. Like, since the stillness only been day 2, and I'll say it wasn't even day 2. I would say it's only been 48 hours, which is day 2, but that's how I was communicating. It's only been 48 hours and I've only seen, I've already seen movement here. I've already noticed, because when you're really still, you guys, for the sake of trusting awareness to, show things to you, you're not necessarily going to go out looking for things, but because you're so still, so calm, and you're in that trusted state, you're going to notice things appear, different signs, different conversations. You're going to feel better too. It just takes practice. I can imagine if you've never affirmed or you've never visualized, that maybe, just maybe, doing this stillness is scary, because you're like, if I don't focus on what I want, then how is it going to come into fruition? But this is where I need you all to really trust in this fact, that we are dealing with infinite awareness. It's kind of a joke, or it's funny, or it's comical to think that you are smarter than your awareness, which is what creates everything, is inside of everything that exists. Awareness is inside of everything that exists. I've told you guys that before. Even the items, steering wheel. The steering wheel was an idea, steering wheel cover was an idea in someone's mind. It was vibrational first. Then it became physical. But it had to get out, it had to come from somewhere first. It was a mental idea first. Before the first steering wheel cover ever, the first steering wheel cover ever was an idea first. The first car ever was an idea first. Electricity was an idea first. Even if it started out as an accident because somebody got their ass shocked, it doesn't matter. It's shocked and sparked a damn idea. Okay? So I just want to fall back and trust that awareness. And my purpose of all of this, you guys, is because I can feel sometimes where I get weary. Because although I affirm and I visualize and they're second nature to me, I feel like the more I learn about this and the more I'm getting used to this and the more I'm trusting that, okay, it's not even a trust for me anymore. It's a knowing. I know that awareness is the only thing that creates. And I'm just kind of like expressing my internal comprehension to you all as far as what I understand and what I'm thinking about and how I want to move, because I feel like there's probably other people who can comprehend this as well, or they've experienced, you know, when I just chilled the fuck out. Yeah, this is why the calm is working for you all so well, and not just for y'all but for myself also. I found me a whole lot of calm before revisiting my channel and making these videos to teach you all. I found a whole lot of calm. And it made, see, like I'm saying, made movement really easy. So what I'm wondering is, again, what if I just let that calm represent that's it. That is it. And if I have to use a technique at all, again, I'll use a quick little affirmation for when I get hasty and I'm like, no, I need to be on it. I need to visualize, 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 or affirm, affirm, affirm. And I can just dial back and say, you know what? I'm calm. I'm present. I'm fully here. Therefore, my awareness is fully here. Here with all the knowing, with all the understanding, with all the intelligence that intelligence that my brain cannot even fathom, that my apparatus cannot even withhold. We don't even have the capability to withhold the intelligence that awareness has. And I know you can't see it, but it is the reason that you can see. And just like the wind, you can't see it, but you can feel it. And when you do this work enough, you will feel it. That calm that you feel, that you've been cultivating because you've been affirming for it. And again, still, for my baby souls, in the beginning, use your tools. It's fine. Don't let nobody tell you that using tools, oh, you still got to use them. Don't do that. Don't beat yourself up. Don't try to be still if you know there's resistance with you going there. Tools are self-soothing. Tools soothe you enough, calm you enough so you can focus. But if you can get you some calm first through the assumption that if I affirm I am naturally calm in every moment, or in every moment my calmness increases rapidly, all is well with me. I always feel good in every moment. I always feel naturally calm in every moment. It's so easy for awareness to move through me as me because I am naturally calm. Get creative, say something quick and simple that indicates this and be done with it. And know that because your awareness is there every time you keep choosing that that affirmation, because you keep choosing it, choosing it, choosing it, choosing it, it takes your awareness to make that choice. This is why it creates. It takes your awareness to focus on that choice. This is why it creates. So it will take my awareness to focus on calmness and stillness with knowing my intent. I trust that it will create. It's smarter than me. It's comical to think that God don't know what I want, so I gotta be on it. If I don't visualize it or affirm it, how God gonna know what I want? God all knowing? God all knowing don't know what you want? You think it's too many people out here for them to know? He can't keep up with me because there's billions of people in the world. Like, you get what I'm saying? Like, I don't know what the thought process may be behind that to keep you from being still, but I'm just thinking of ways that I'm hoping you're not thinking, so I can kind of guide you out of the logic box, because it doesn't make sense. And it's like, the more I do this work, the more and more I trust that I can let go. I can be free. I can really be free and just, you know what, God, just move me. I trust that you're going to move me anyway. You always do anyway. What if I just really stand out the way? No affirming, no visualizing, no tie behind exactly how I want it to go. Because sometimes, you guys, we're stagnant, or we're not really moving as fast as we would like to, because we're wrapped around the idea of how it should go or how we want it to go. But sometimes awareness knows a better way, even when it looks like hell. Even when it looks like you're going through a whole bunch. You ever been through something and then you think to yourself, if I would have never went through that, I would have never experienced this. Matter of fact, here we go. My SP. Manifested my SP. Prior to manifesting my SP, I lost a job. But had I never lost a job and got the new job, I would have never met my work bestie who introduced me to my SP. Do you understand? Things that may look like hell, there's blessings and things tied into it. This is why we don't fret about the circumstances in the 3D. They don't matter. They do not 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 matter, because your awareness is infinite intelligence and knows how to creatively move you in ways that you need to be moved, in ways that you need to go to. It will even move other people to do what it needs to do just for you. Because so what? I lost my job and got the new job. She lost hers or ended up needing to look for a job and ended up here at the same place as me. And like, you get what I'm saying? Like, I'm smart, but I'm not that smart. I can't move or orchestrate those things. I can't make her life or her circumstances for her so that she can come and look for a job at the same exact time for me as me, so that we can meet, become close, so close to where we hang out, do all of these things, and then say, hey, you know what? I got a friend that is so-and-so, and so I think you guys would kick it off. Meet me at my house. We're going to, cook, whatever, have a good time, chat. We've been inseparable ever since. But that's my point. Like, that's my purpose of saying that is like, awareness did that. I didn't do that. I can't make those big types of schemes. You get what I'm saying? Or can I? You get, like, God made the movement happen. And maybe you're saying, well, did all of that and took people jobs and stuff just for an SP? No. Maybe not so, not just for an SP. But I find it kind of interesting that I got one out of this. You get what I'm saying? I kind of find it interesting that something good came out of it. And not just my SP, like a lot of good has came out of it. My channel, friendships, connections, like more fun, more adventure. I go out more, because before I was working from home, it was driving me crazy. I don't know, y'all. I'm just like talking and thinking out loud, and I've been rambling for like 35 minutes. But yeah, I think I'm going to do another stillness challenge. I'm just going to try it for maybe, I'll try it until, what's today, Wednesday? Until next week, Wednesday. I'm just going to like really fall back, and I just want to see what I notice and what I witness, and my awareness as my witness. Show me what you want to show me. I know that I'm not feeling this in my heart and expressing it for no reason. There's a reason I'm being moved in this direction. Utilize me, move through me, as me. Show me what it is that you're trying to show me. It's 8:08, and I think this is a perfect time to end the video. Thank you so much for watching. This is where I'm at. This is where I'm at comprehensively. This is where I'm at consciously, and this is where I'm going to move towards. If you're interested, or if you know what I'm talking about, or you kind of understand what I'm talking about, please engage with me in the comments below. Talk to me. Tell me what you're feeling. Where are you at in your journey? Do you like visualizing more? Do you like affirming more? Do you practice stillness yourself? Do you feel like stillness is more beneficial than the tools, or the tools are more beneficial than stillness? Or is stillness considered a tool to you like it is to me? Like, I want to know. I'm interested. I'm curious. But okay. Thank you so much for watching and listening to me ramble for 36 minutes and 28 seconds, 29 seconds, 30 seconds, 31 seconds. Okay, I'm gone. Okay, bye.